Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on QNT. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today, wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about QNT. I'm going to start with this. Quant Network, the operating system for the new financial system. The world is currently experiencing a digital revolution. There is no doubt that digital assets are here to stay, and global leaders and banks are exploring blockchain solutions. The legacy financial system is in dire need of an overhaul, one that increases speed, efficiency, and interoperability. Below, we'll dive into the current development of central bank digital currencies and how Quant's overledger technology is an integral component for the rollout of the new financial system. You know, we're in the fourth industrial revolution right now. We're sitting here on a current financial system that is falling apart. A new financial system is on the horizon. If you invest now, you can get financial freedom from your investment. If you wait until that new system rolls out, you will be too late. The prices of these cryptocurrencies are going to absolutely skyrocket. Enterprise-grade smart contract secure tokens for any use case on any chain. And we're also going to talk about tokenization. Check out this video.
The world is waking up to the power of tokenization. From currencies to carbon credits, real estate to shareholdings, any asset can now be represented digitally by a token. Central and commercial banks, asset managers, and companies of all sizes are embracing the benefits of these digital assets and improving liquidity, cost efficiency, and transparency as a result. But until now, creating secure tokens and managing them required a high level of investment and specialist knowledge unique to each blockchain, and any mistake could expose your assets to risk. Now, with Overledger Platform from Quant, you can create and deploy enterprise-grade secure smart tokens for any use case on any chain. All of this with zero coding, and your tokens will always be blockchain agnostic and behave as you determine. And there's no compromise on security or functionality. Overledger embeds trust and adaptability into the tokenization process of our function-rich smart contracts, so you can leverage the power of tokenization with confidence and create the future. Overledger Platform, the enterprise standard for building on blockchain.
That video should make you so bullish on QNT, because tokenization is going to be trillions and trillions of dollars. Everything around us will be tokenized in the future. You know, people who think QNT is at a high price right now is sadly mistaken. It is going to easily surpass $10,000. It's just a matter of time. Quant is well positioned in the EU single market when the new MiCA regulations are getting implemented. Can passport its services to all 27 member countries. The QNT token being regulated as a utility token under MiCA. That is massive. Key partnerships: SIA, Nexi, Europe's largest payment provider, one of 3 platform partners on Quant's homepage, other being LAC Chain and Oracle, so it's key. Regulatory certainty, clarity is a must for regulated financial institutions, and it's finally coming to the EU. The EU is ready for QNT, and they're on the verge of regulatory clarity. Here in the US, everything is lagging behind. Innovation is walking right out of this country. Over in the EU, they are about to push ahead like never before. Once regulatory clarity comes there, it is a game changer. QNT not competing with SWIFT. They're just another payment rail for Overledger. Interoperability beyond just connections. Check it out.
That such a powerful organization is better equipped and connected to develop solutions?
Yeah, that's a good question. Thank you, David. So SWIFT is instrumental to the core financial systems of the world. I mean, they've been around for decades, and without SWIFT, the systems of the world will stop. So SWIFT has explored blockchain. It's been quite public. They've been looking at GPI. They're not looking at blockchain in the same way of what we've been doing. Their approach is how to use blockchain for the existing processes and what's happening within compliance and reg and KYC and AML and stuff, with customers and onboarding and transactions, etc. What we're doing is not competing with Swift. Is we're taking the Swift rails are already there. That they'll always be there because that's how cross-border happens and everyone uses Swift. There's no alternative. But what we're doing is complementing what already exists with digital assets and allowing a digital asset to talk to the Swift network through the banks, and Overledger is that gateway.
So they're not competing, they're complementing Swift. That's why they'll utilize QNT. When you compete with something, you put everybody on edge. They don't want to touch it. But when you complement it and you work with it, people are more accepting. That's why the world is ready for QNT. Quant not only patents on filtering and ordering of transactions from multiple chains, it also has a patent on agnostic digital assets. It implements the IMF synthetic CBDC model, one that Finality uses. When you talk about XRP and you talk about Ripple, they hold the patent for ODL. It's game changing. So you see how QNT holding the patents on filtering and ordering of transactions, that's also very big. That means there's never going to be an alternative. Quant is looking to make two new hires within its client projects team. It's great to see that business has been continuing to grow in headcount during these turbulent times, especially given how many blockchain startups have been affected by mass layoffs. When you see QNT hiring, that should always make you bullish because you see all the layoffs around tech. Yet you see QNT hiring, Quant hiring, that tells you it's here for the future. It's not going anywhere. Quant Network is very scarce with a max supply of 14.6 million and all tokens in circulation. QNT has a lot of utility with things like enterprises having to buy license annually. Many tokens are locked and this number will grow with more adoption, making QNT even more scarce. Once QNT becomes scarce, you're going to be buying pieces of a QNT because it's going to be so expensive. You might even have to wait for someone to sell QNT before you can acquire one. Because of this, enterprise license require use holding QNT tokens, developer license, platform fees, identity and account, transaction processing, application users, gateways and staking, investment and store of value. But how would we get to where it's really scarce? Well, you take a good look at Oracle. Oracle is all in on Quant for their blockchain activities involving interoperability. 430,000 Oracle clients will get a push to Overledger. Now, when they get that push to Overledger and they have to hold the QNT token, what do you think's going to happen? The price of QNT is going to skyrocket very fast because there's not going to be any left. The supply is just going to dry up and the price is going to soar like never before. I don't think 10K is even where QNT is going to stop. I think it's going to hit 6 digits at some point. With QNT with the 14.8 million total supply versus Bitcoin with 21 million today's total supply. Still don't think QNT can hit 10K. Supply shock is incoming. Take a look at Bitcoin. Zero utility. Okay, it's dated. The technology is horrible and it takes up so much energy. Look at QNT with a ton of utility, a ton of use case, and yet Bitcoin hit $69,000. Where do you think QNT is going to be in the future? You either buy it now at this price or you regret it later. That's what it comes down to. I told so many people inside of crypto, people that hold XRP, hold XLM, I said, listen, you should at least hold 10 QNT for the future. You're going to get financial freedom from it no matter what. And they're like, yeah, but I could buy so much more XRP or so much more XLM. But you're still always going to regret not buying QNT, no matter what happens. Even if XRP hits $10,000 in the future, you're still going to regret not holding at least a few QNT. Because who knows where this coin is going to stop in the future? Nobody knows. I do know supply shock is going to come. That's a fact. Because when you have 430,000 clients at Oracle, even if only maybe 10% of them decide to use QNT, it's still a massive number, and it still can lead to no QNT in the future. You won't be able to obtain it. That's what it comes down to. But you could sit on the sidelines and regret it later, or you can buy it now. That's it. That's the end of this video. I'm going to wrap it up. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you watching my videos. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.